mission stuff.
I don't even know how long you guys are going to spend on this section that we have right here. I wrote a bunch more stuff down again in my. Speaking of, it is 8 o'clock. We are going to go live right now. You guys can see our faces, except for Taym, who is sick right now.
Right. I can pull up chat. It
You don't
won't
want
lag
to
my
see my
computer.
death face.
So
That's
welcome
not good.
to the 6th session of Limitless, brought to you by TableTop Tavern. I'm Azaraki Dragon. I am your game master of space, the GM for this campaign, and we can just head right into updates. So, I did I did some preparation for this. A lot of it came from last session because you guys took a really long time to do things. But
Yeah.
I did it during my that same class that I was talking about a couple weeks ago with the guy who just like always keeps stalling the class and everything like that. And I actually had a little moment of makeshift friendship where I got really bored, so I started lightly tapping on the table, drumming things. The guy next to me started doing the same thing because he, I'm guessing, was equally as bored. And then I noticed he was doing like double bass stuff with his feet. So I'm like, hey, you probably listen to metal, right? And he's like, yeah. And then he asked me what I listen to. He listens to Tesseract. I met someone in real life who listens to Tesseract. That's awesome.
As if they're not real, they were created by the internet to make you feel better. It's an internet robot created by the FBI.
To be fair, Tesseract is one of the more popular prog metal groups right now, I think. Even though they only have 2 albums out.
They have 3.
Three. Sorry, 3. With
I don't-
Polaris.
I didn't really like their first one though. If I'm completely
Me
honest,
either.
It wasn't like.
Pretty much the
I feel like it was before they really figured out their style, basically.
Yes. I agree wholeheartedly. Like, they got their vocalist. So, like, the first album, like, the vocals just didn't mesh with the music very well. Second album, they meshed perfectly. Third album, the original vocalist came back and, like, he leveled up like 50 times.
Yeah, no kidding.
And fit the band just so well. And they structured the songs around his voice really well.
And then one other thing, I think the my school sends out surveys for like the food services and stuff, and there's a place downstairs in the same building as I am where you can get some groceries. It's really like limited for groceries, but they also have some like a la carte stuff. And I guess they really take feedback because 2 of the things that I mentioned they started doing. So
Really?
good on you,
That's cool.
food people. Anyhow, moving
Yeah, I
on
had a
to
place like that.
Caboose. Unless Fourth, you have a little story to go off of that.
No, that was it. I was just like, I had the same thing at my college.
All right, off
Little
to
corner
Caboose.
store.
Hi.
And I know
I'm
you have
Caboose,
updates.
And I'm an alcoholic.
Look at that
Yay.
there.
Oh, wait, do you
I've never
cheer
had
for
someone
that,
alcohol.
or
I don't know.
very brave? There we go.
Let's see. I have my son today. We went to the hospital. Stuff happened. You know, baby stuff. Exciting news! I got my computer up finally. So as you can see, there's the Caboose poster back in the background. Got all that awesome stuff going on back in the desk. It's just a good day. It's just a good day to be me. Trying to think of what else. I will be streaming again. At least once to twice a week when I'm not on here. I'm counting time on here as streaming because I'm going to be on here 3 nights a week. So it's kind of unfair to be like, no, you need to stream and be on Tabletop Tavern at the same time. But no, it's as long as I'm on a stream, it counts as streaming. For this case. Let's see what else happened. I think that's all on the exciting part from my situation. Okay. We are going to be starting Call into Action, which is the D20 Modern campaign. That will be on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So come check us out then. We are going to have Zelda, Fox, Azza, and Bear Skull are going to be all in that campaign. It's going to be a little bit interesting. We're going to have a different take on stuff. It's going to be a lot less combat and a lot more intuition and puzzles to solve things. A lot more crime solving than originally I had anticipated. There'll still be combat, but it's going to be very, very much more driven on the intuition, puzzle solving, and money. Is kind of the moral of the story.
Solve crime by throwing money at it.
I mean, that's what the Democrats do. It makes sense.
It'd be hilarious. It's like, did you do the crime? No, I did not. Here, have $100,000. Did you do the crime? It's like, yeah.
Do I get $100,000? No, you go to jail. Straight to jail.
I'm really glad we got through that without making the very overused and obvious joke there. Anyhow, Taym, what's up with you? I know you're sick.
Not a whole lot. I finished XCOM 1, not 2. I'm a little slow.
That's all good.
I found out, because I was doing the Iron Man thing, right? I found out if you move your characters in a certain way, due to the AI, like if they discover you on their turn, they'll go into a little cutscene and then they won't shoot at you that turn. So as soon as I knew that, I just exploited it the whole way and I didn't lose a single guy. So I actually became quite pissed off because the AI was bad. Like the old games were harder. Ugh, so disappointing. Anyway, so I beat that, and then just being sick for a few days. So that's about it for me.
All right, fourth Oracle. Bet you have some big news too.
Yeah, books coming out either next week or the week after, and that's really exciting. Also, the local event is moving forward full steam. Planning is continuing. Like they're doing a local author feature, and that's super exciting. Also applying to be a cashier so I can have a little bit of money on the side to help support me while I build my bibliography. Still writing articles about Star Citizen. That's cool. They've been a lot of fun to do, and I'm getting a lot of publicity from them. Oh, and I'm reading Dracula. Oh my god. I don't know how it's possible, but this is the first time I've ever read Dracula, and it's so good.
I haven't read it myself.
It's fantastic. Like I'm reading it and I'm realizing just how much of an influence it had on Poe and Lovecraft and all the major, like pretty much everyone. Like it's kind of one of the seminal horror works.
Oh, nice.
It's excellent. Yeah, that's about all I got.
Awesome. On to Filibuster Fox.
Hello everyone, my name is Sylvester Fox, and today I'm going to be speaking with a slight accent. I don't really know why, but it's just there when I started talking, so I thought I'd go with it for this introduction and then drop it completely afterwards.
No.
I don't really
Before you
have
drop
anything
it,
to say today.
You have to call me a tosser.
You tosser.
Thank you. You may
You're
continue.
welcome. I don't have any news.
Okay.
I'm a boring person. I did my hair again. It's now more the color I wanted. Instead of kind of maroon it was before, it's now a dark purple with like blue and light blue highlights and then the silver bit in the middle and the front there that I enjoy and might do bigger next time.
Okay, so
But,
it's definitely white
the
balance
camera's
then,
bad
because it
for it.
looks like yellowish, goldish.
Not going for oil slick there.
I mean, it looks like that to me. That might actually
Is my
partially
hair
be
getting more
flux.
blonde?
Let me see if... Yeah, so let me turn off flux and then see what it looks like.
Here, guys, is my hair getting more blonde?
It's a little better, but still white
I think
balance
it's getting
is...
more blonde because of like the length of it. As hair gets longer, it usually gets a little bit lighter because it's had more time to get lighter.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yo, can I disable flux for more than... Yes, I can. Oh my god.
My hair is so nice today.
This will be
I
the
just find
first
it
time that I
hilarious, like
see
the
all
difference
of
in my
this.
hair colors. Like my beard color compared to my hair color is ridiculous.
And if we
And
want to
they're both
talk about
natural,
that,
which makes no sense.
we can talk about Rivington, the League of Legends caster, who's got like this real... It's like actually a
That's
really
different.
good
He
shade
somehow
of like
became an old man.
silvery gray hair. Like it's a really good shade too. It doesn't make him look too old or anything like that. But then his beard
I
is
was
just
trying to
like
think of who.
straight up brown. It doesn't... It has not grayed at all. It's super weird.
Yeah.
Oh, I like my grandmother she doesn't have silver hair. It's pure white. And I really hope I got that gene.
You know, my dad has that too, and it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Every one of my
You know
brothers
who?
has
You
the
know
streak
who
of white in
Rivington's
their hair.
hair, like not like not like, like cut design reminds me of, but like the color reminds me of. It reminds me of George Clooney, like how his hair is graying, where it's just like the manliest form of gray hair possible.
Oh yeah. It's like to the point where it makes him. It doesn't make him look older. It makes him look more experienced.
Yeah, you're just
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
I just want to be you. Even that gray hair, like it's just, I don't know.
All right, so
Anyways,
where we left off last session, you guys found out more information, a little bit more information about the scientist that you guys were looking for, the person who formerly researched a bunch of was it cybernetics? No, you're trying to figure out stuff about the pendant
The pre-tech
that you got.
pendant, yes.
Yeah. And you got a little bit of a lead on where this guy could be. It's information held by the Shiojiri Syndicate. However, you guys need to do a favor for the Shiojiri before they would be able to tell you that. So you formulated a plan, tried to, or actually successfully got a bug planted, not bug, but like this program inserted into one of the betting machines to route some of the money to a location of your choosing. The hard part is that location of choosing, because if you just straight up send it to the Devara, who the Shiojiri wants out of the picture, basically, or at least pulled back. Like if their reputation gets hurt or something like that, then they won't be as big a force outside of this planet. So yeah, if you just send it to them, it's going to be like, well, it's pretty obvious someone's trying to frame you or something like that, and then it'll be easier for them to figure it out. But if you manage to hook it up directly to one of their systems, then it looks more incriminating. And that's what you guys decided. And basically, here we are from there. Also,
And
Caboose
we
got a new
forgot-
identity. Johann got a new identity.
We forgot to also mention that we weren't like skimming all the money. We were just skimming like a little portion off the top, like a 2% additional tax.
Make it look,
Yeah.
make it look realistic.
Mhm.
also, I want to clarify. It actually was a bug. It was a little ant that had a USB drive for a butt that just walked in there. Totally.
It just
That's what
walks
it
in
was.
and plants itself.
Exactly.
Future
No
is
one
wonderful.
It was created by the Spanish Inquisition, you know.
And the ant just goes and bets all its money at a casino. It's like, pff, gone.
All right, so we left off after you guys decided that you wanted to attach or like route the extra money directly to a Devara computer. So now you guys get to plan how to go about doing that. And remember, the Devara owns the top 40 floors of this of the spire.
So it could technically be any computer.
You would have to see. Like some of the floors do different things. Like some of the floors are offices. Some of them are casinos. They have at least one theater. That like the entire floor is a couple of theaters. And then the very top floor is like a mini observatory thing, which is a really popular tourist place.
All right, so I think the offices would be the best place to do that.
We also have to find a spot where they're already getting income. So all they'll notice in their bookkeeping is they're getting more than expected. Because if you just find like payroll and the payroll amount is just going up, something's going to seem off. But if you put it on a account that's expected to have incoming money, that's a big thing.
So are there hours in which nobody is in the office?
You guys don't you don't know that offhand.
Is there a way for us to get that information?
Yeah.
Sure, you could try to see if you can conjure up any contacts. Well, yeah, like they have office hours, but you don't know if there's anyone who's up there guarding it at night, or if there are people who actually work there on the night shift or anything like that.
Pitching that as can you send me the character sheets, because I don't actually have them on this Can I get the
Yep.
the
Let
3
me
files from you? The
get that.
character sheets and the or just the character sheets and the PDF link.
The PDF link is on the character sheets. It's on the first tab, so I'll just send you that.
Okay, that works. Thank you, sir.
Is there a third thing that you need, or just those two?
I think it's just those two.
Cool. All right, so yeah, you guys could try to conjure up some sort of contacts or just search for information through whichever means you want, computers, or say like if you manage to figure out that someone is part of the Devara, maybe you can get the information from them. Probably be a little bit harder, but you can try it. Just whatever you would think to do if you were in this situation in real life, and it would probably apply here, except more space and future.
So I'd look online to look at like job applications to see like what hours they have like available.
That's good. That's a good one. Okay, so roll computers, and because that was actually a really good idea, you can go ahead and take a +1.
All right. Let's see. So computer, I have that at a 0. Okay. So roll to. Whoops! I'm typing it in Tabletop Tavern hitbox chat. Okay.
By the way, I do
2d6
want to get a
+1.
bot, a chat bot set up for the Tabletop Tavern chat.
Holy fucking shit!
So yeah, we'll get to that in just a sec. I do want to set up a bot for the Tabletop Tavern chat where people can
Yeah, I
actually
can help you out with that.
roll, and you'd be like roll d20 or something like that, and chat can roll, and the bot will be like, you got a 15, and I think that would be really cool. Anyhow,
Yeah, that'd be fun.
so you have no problem doing this at all. You find the Devara site. You manage to look at all the right locations within the site, and you know that there are jobs, and you even find some I'll say like closed job applications, so like things that were formerly looking for but filled the positions for, and that information is not out there and readily available, but you can still find it off of the 13. So yeah, you see that they do have night guards, and there are also a couple of accountants that work overnight. Mostly accountants, yeah. There wouldn't be like any representatives or anything over there. They wouldn't be conducting meetings at night. But just people who are bookkeeping, maybe a couple of IT guys, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Would it
so
be
like
possible
there
for
are people
him-
there around the clock, but not necessarily as many at night.
Definitely
Would it
not
be
as many.
possible for him to get into the directory of people to specifically get, like, if you searched out a specific job type that you knew was overnight, would it be possible to get that directory information?
So you want to figure out who works what shifts, basically?
Specifically, like if you were leaning towards, let me think of where I want to go with this. Specifically, an accountant that works at night that meets a certain profile. Someone we could communicate with, basically, possibly to get us into the night shift watch is kind of the background idea to tell you what I'm kind of going at.
Yeah, okay. I get what you mean. So you don't have the access to
I did.
a directory like that, but the best you can do is contact information about the people who are actually doing the hiring and the interviews and stuff like that.
Okay.
And obviously, like I find the information that I find, I relay to everyone else.
So I think our best course
I
of
ignore
action
it.
to actually getting in there is probably getting hired.
See, here's the problem though. If this sort of thing starts happening right after we get hired, then again, they hire a lot of people, and it would be very circumstantial.
I mean, and to be fair, if it happens right after we get hired, that person just disappears.
No, see, here's the thing. The person formally quits after the fiasco, saying
Yeah.
that they don't want to be a part of it. Awesome. We have an alibi.
It's not really an alibi, but
But, like,
And-
yeah, it's... We have a way of keeping ourselves from seeming suspicious.
yeah.
I don't
How
know.
about
I think
this as
regardless,
well?
that's very suspicious.
How about this as well? Would it be possible for us to it might even be possible for us to set someone else up getting hired in the company, because once you're hired in, you can talk with people, figure out where everyone stands, maybe figure out someone who has an issue with the company as well, and set them as the fall guy for the entire instead of yourself.
So the
How many
idea
weeks
is
do you have
now
to do this?
we get employed for a few years, finally work out
I don't mean-
alibi in a
I
working
don't mean-
relationship.
I don't mean
Then
a
we
year.
frame the new guy. Got it.
I'm not saying a new guy even. I'm saying
See-
frame possibly someone who already works there.
See,
Once
I
you
was
get
thinking
hired
you were
in.
going for the Key and Peele sketch. Like, all right, so we get hired in the bank. It doesn't matter where, just we get hired. We work there for about 15, 20 years. Just take the paycheck, walk out. Nobody's any the wiser. Nigga, that's a job.
Yep.
I love Key and Peele.
Got it, guys. We did it.
All right, the big heist.
We're just gonna all get jobs at the casino, and then that'll be the rest of the campaign. It'll be great.
We'll scam people and like
Hey,
pickpocket.
you guys interact
roll-
with
push down
someone
the
who
creeping
is
depression.
furiously shouting at a slot machine. She appears drunk. What do you do?
I have to ask her to leave.
Sir, I request that you vacate the premises of this slot
madam.
machine. But it lost me the
woman.
jackpot! Sir, I'm sorry for your concerns, and I
We'll
am
punish
very...
it accordingly.
It's now called Casino
Plus-
Simulator.
All right,
in
roll
space.
a persuade check.
No, this isn't happening. Okay, so I think
We're gonna have one
Ooh.
session where you guys, as characters, play like D&D or something in the game.
That would be funny.
That would be
as hell.
That would be hilarious.
It's like we want to
Kinda
play a different
character.
system for a week, so we're just gonna have our characters play that system.
I'm trying to think of what Iosif would actually make for a character.
I mean, that could probably actually just be really good to help you think through your character and get some character development. Like, if they were playing a fantasy RPG, what kind of character would they have? But yeah, moving on.
All right. So now we need one of us to get hired. In that case,
Who of us
Who's
is the
the
most
most-
employable?
Yeah, who's the most employable?
Iosif!
one of the reasons
I'm
why
I'm going to
I will
be-
do this
not
thing.
employable.
Definitely
I'm gonna
not.
be-
trustworthy.
I'm gonna be honest here. I feel like it's probably not Iosif. Unless we're talking
Iosif's
about a
jaw just
janitorial
opens.
staff.
What you mean? Joseph is good, trustworthy citizen of. He kind of looks around. He's like, I have no idea what planet we are on. He's like, okay, you may have a point. Yes. Maybe Square Man, Gopala.
It might be
Square Man.
Gopala might
Yeah,
might
he's a
have the
square.
best chance, as his resume would include working for the exchange.
I agree. They may discriminate towards gay people, so Johann could not get hired.
Yes.
He could just use his
Yes,
fake,
maybe
fake identity, though.
sexually discriminatory.
Oh, right,
I
right.
think identity's not gay. It's fine.
This is a deeply Christian society.
Puritan,
Well,
one might say.
Hmm. No, it's Nevada. So they're
Oh
Mormon.
God, they're space Puritans.
No, they're space Mormon, so they're against being gay, but they don't mind throwing all their money away.
Shouldn't that really
Okay.
be encouraged in Christianity, anyways, to become?
No, only if you're throwing it away to
to
the church.
Okay, so yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and submit a formal application.
All right, that sounds good. So you go ahead, submit the application. Is there what kind of stuff do you? Is there anything you lie about? Is there anything you withhold?
Fact that he's a space pirate.
Well, like
Probably.
I probably wouldn't necessarily talk about the vagabond or sort of the bum nature of our current employment, but I'd say like up at like experienced worker for the exchange for this long, and
Known associates.
Known associates. Yeah.
Yeah, Iosif. Iosif will give you great character reference.
am I actually gonna have to fill out a job application?
No, I'm just wondering like if there's.
Submit your character's resume.
I'm just wondering if there's
Give me a
anything
sec.
like special that you basically do for the job application that would be like substandard, basically.
Actually, so I will frame my job, captaining the ship as managing finances for own personal business for some odd months.
Okay.
Personal business owner.
Yeah. Independent business owner.
What job are you actually applying for as well?
I was thinking that as well.
What
jobs
what's
are available?
What's available right now, I guess.
Janitorial.
So there's like accounting stuff. There is
Actually, you
like,
know what?
hey-
You know what?
Ja-
I want to get
Is there
hired
a
as an
janitor
accountant.
position?
Okay.
I want to get hired as an accountant.
Johann, what'd you say?
Or try.
Is there a janitorial position available? Actually,
Probably
Janitors
yeah.
get keys.
Johann,
Janitors
I'm really
get bad
sorry,
keys.
but are you looking for other gay janitors?
Really?
Is that a stereotype? Is that a stereotype I'm not aware of?
No, it's not. I was just merely thinking of the fact that janitors have access to most of the building,
Hold
and
on.
people don't question while they're there.
Opening incognito tab. Gay janitor.
Why incognito?
Why would you? Why would you search that?
Make sure
Like
you
the
link it
worst
in the
thing to search-
off-topic chat for Discord so we can have more out of
Make sure you
context
click
links.
the images button. So click the images button. And this
Holy shit. Okay, so
That's
the
one of
first
those things you use Tor
3,
for.
4, 5, 6, 7 links are to porn, obviously. The 8th link, Ted Cruz' father warns of mandatory gay church janitors.
Wow.
Mandatory gay
I-
church janitors. How?
And then it
I'm
goes
so
right back to
confused.
porn. Right back to porn after
porn,
that
porn,
link.
porn. Ted
Alright.
Cruz, porn.
I feel like I've learned something today, but I'm not sure what exactly I learned.
But on a serious note, is there actually a janitorial position available?
Yeah, there probably is.
Okay. I'm just thinking. Janitors have access to a lot of rooms in the building, and no one's gonna question why they're there, as long as they're
Except
cleaning.
people who do question why janitors are there.
I mean, when do you do that though?
Huh?
Well, I do it at work, but they don't come where I work, so because they're not allowed to.
I don't know.
Because
In a
it's a
big
restricted
office
area.
building, are you really going to expect anything from a janitor when he's sitting there just like emptying trash and something like that? Maybe he's
I
just
know.
looking
In
over the desk
accounting
to
area
throw stuff away.
Or a casino, maybe.
Oh, the
I'm
offices
not
are
even
separate
thinking
from
that.
the
I'm thinking
casinos.
something.
Okay.
I'm thinking something higher up than that. I'm thinking something like VP President of the country just cleaning his office. Because that's one of the janitors spend like an hour and 2 hours cleaning those offices. Tactically, it makes sense. It'd be the easiest point to implant the virus.
Tactically.
Yeah.
Roll tactics
If
to
you're
see if it's a
looking
good
at this,
idea.
if you're looking at this in a military operation, easiest way to get behind enemy lines without anyone expecting, the janitor. No one
Okay.
looks at him.
I have an easier military solution to this. Okay.
Blow it up.
The
Got a
RPG.
ship with a Reaper cannon,
Oh my god.
and no one's going to expect it. So it meets your criteria, and it's easy. Then there's a big hole you can go into.
And everyone's gonna blame a frame job after we blow a hole in the side of the building.
Yeah,
So yeah,
they won't expect us. We don't have that kind of, wherewithal if we're blowing holes in
We're
the
not
side of buildings to
sophisticated.
frame people.
So what are you going for, the accountant or the janitor?
I'm accountant.
Okay. So you send in the application. It's like, thank you for your time. We will get back to you as soon as possible. And yeah.
Why don't we do both? Have Johann
I
go
was
for the
gonna-
janitor position.
Yeah, I was gonna sign up for it. I'll apply for the janitor's position.
Let's
right.
stagger it, so it doesn't look too
Yeah,
suspicious.
yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it like 2 days
It's a
later.
different terminal.
Or different terminal.
5
Terminal
seconds
will be
later.
I'll
Built
do it
in.
on a different. I'll do it on a different floor at a separate.
My
Just
name
start
is
the
also
browser.
Gopala.
And I'll use my alias to clarify as well.
The
Okay.
gay one?
See, that
Have you
actually
thought of your
No,
name?
the non-gay one.
that actually was my concern. That like having you in the system. I know you have a fake ID and everything, but we still don't want to draw too much attention to you.
Well, I mean, my fake ID was legitimately created, though.
True.
Well, created to be legitimate,
Wouldn't
but
it
not
really?
legitimately but not legitimately created.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. It's fine. It's solid. I believe in you.
The
I
local
believe in
government,
Yosef's friend.
the local government on this planet just hands out new identities.
I believe
How
in
cool is
Yosef's
that?
friends. Yosef friends.
It's completely
friends
legal.
are solid.
See, identity number 1 is homosexual, but identity number 2 hates gays. Feel so
It's
conflicted.
the perfect cover.
The gays.
Is that a Girl Scout cookie? Yeah. Good.
That's why the ears are perked up so high.
So I
Just
I
snuff it
wish.
through the camera. Do it.
I can't
actually
wait
like
for
move
the
the
job
camera from tapping
interview.
it.
So good. I can't wait for the job interview, you guys. It's gonna be so perfect.
Okay. So yeah, they're just like, we'll get back to you as soon as we can, as soon as we see it. And it doesn't need to be 2 days difference, so it'd just be like 1 day. It's fine.
Yeah, I said I'm just gonna do it on a different floor, at a completely separate terminal.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Inconspicuous enough.
All right. So yeah, you guys have a little bit of time to kill. The job applications probably don't take too long to process, but they're not instant.
Yami is going to crank up some Caravan Palace in the cockpit of the
If
ship and just jam.
Even 1,000 years into the future, we're still really slow at processing job applications.
I mean, someone's got to actually read them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go gambling again. Worked once. I'm in a casino.
Did you spend all of your
okay.
gambling money on a hotel?
Yeah, I did actually. No, I spent. I'm trying to think. Did I spend 200 or? Yeah, I did spend 200. I spent all of my winnings on a hotel. I didn't lose any money. I spent all of my extra money. Okay, so let's see. What do we want to play this time? We don't want to play blackjack again. That was too easy.
You could play the slots. Those
Is there
are programmed to work
yeah.
against you.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Roulette. It's got odds.
Is there any low
Dollars.
stake? Is there?
Roulette is
there
about
any,
as pure
like,
chance as you can get.
Is there any like small poker tournaments taking place on the floor? Like, is in like a 200 to $100 or 100 to 200 credit buy-in, like 1-day tournament kind of events.
No, not tournaments. There are a bunch of tables, but no tournaments right now.
He just
Okay.
runs tournaments like every minute. If that's relevant. Little ones.
Yeah. Is there any tournaments coming up on the schedule?
There's probably one like 2 days from now, I guess.
That's not
The World Series of Poker.
the universe series of poker. We expanded it. It's not
You
just
got to
the
win the World
anymore.
Series of Poker to get in the Universe Series of Poker.
Best player from every
Miss Universe has gotten
every
really
planet.
competitive.
And it's strip poker now.
Turns out the Miss Universe and strip poker tournaments are both the same now.
One.
They also have to be all
That would
inclusive,
be
so
awesome.
the Miss Universe
wouldn't.
the Miss Universe also
Strip-
includes the alien
What's wrong with
species
the
too.
strip poker
All the sentient
competition?
alien species.
Probably.
I don't know how you judge that.
He
Unfairly.
freaking read my mind. It doesn't matter. It's
See,
part of
the
his
reason that
natural
you don't have
abilities.
that kind of tournament in the or like that kind of pageant in the Mass Effect universe is because the Hanar would always win.
The Hanar.
It would probably be voting done based
Actually,
on
I'm
species,
pretty
right?
sure
This
it would be
one
the
wonders
Asari.
if you're looking at its chest.
Yeah, but the problem is you don't know if like, so you have to get an equal amount of every like race represented, so that it wouldn't just be like, well, there are 20% more humans voting, so the human wins.
Everyone knows.
Well, okay, if it was equal
Everyone knows the
representation
Elcor
with the
would
Mass
win.
Effect races, like everyone would vote for their own race except the humans, which would vote for the Asari, the Turians who would vote for the humans, and the little guys. What are they called? The
Volus.
Volus
Would
would
vote for
the
Quarians.
Hanar. The Quarians just don't get to participate. They're not welcome there.
Space
Wow.
gypsy.
No,
They're
everyone
space
knows.
gypsies.
Everyone knows the Elcor would win because you'd never be able to detect anything from them, even if they were talking to your face.
Oh my god, you
This-
guys have seen that disaster video of like I think it was like the Miss America pageant where the woman just like stumbles over her words. It's like, yeah, and Iraq, it's such as just that, but in an Elcor monotone.
No, I haven't seen it.
Just
I do remember the ads on
Mysteriously,
Mass Effect that are
I
like,
inquire to what your cards are.
Oh, and the question had something to do about education in schools
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's
It was
continue
horrible.
onward.
It was so bad.
It was a gorgeous disaster. Let's continue with our game.
okay, so Johann, you're gambling.
Yeah, I'm gonna enter go in table and kind of do low buy-ins initially to get the feel for all the players. Roll tactics again for that. Right?
Yeah.
Tactics?
Yeah, go for it.
I think at this
Tactics
point,
to help gambling.
Iosif would have gone with Caboose, and he's sitting there explaining the percentage wins, and he's like, "This is bad game. See, eventually you are going to lose.
So,
just keep on
I'm
going
just-
and being annoying."
I'm gonna the entire time just pretend that I'm seeking all of Iosif's advice that he's giving out in public. In my head, I'm not, but I'm going to act like I am, so that way he feels better and everyone at the table thinks I don't understand poker.
Okay. So you got an 8. So you get a +1 to your gamble.
Which makes it even. Yeah.
And
It's a
Iosif
6.
definitely points out, he's like, "What is that weird card? It doesn't look like all the other ones." And then he just kind of walks away.
This is space poker.
So
They include the jokers.
on a 6, you break even.
Okay. That's fine. I had my fun with it.
Okay, so after like 2 or 3 hours or so, all of the like TVs and broadcast stations and all of that start basically going to the same like general topic, which is the Ascension race, and basically announcing that in an hour there are going to be some just like showboaty runs that some of the pilots are doing, like test runs, not necessarily preliminaries, but just basically hype building for the most part.
Hype.
Well, Yami doesn't know anything about it because she's hanging out on the bridge listening to Caravan Palace instead of like being at the TVs.
I mean, the ship probably got like some sort of ping about it too.
Can we tie the ship's computer in to watch it?
Yeah, you can do that. I mean, there's probably
Yeah,
a
I'd be
station.
there with Kami.
There's probably a station that like shows the races.
Alternative.
Just, like, too
Actually,
many of those.
hanging out with Kami reminds me. Does Kami have some sort of nasty scar from where I fucking shot her?
In the chest. Do you want to see?
Yeah, just expose your chest, no problem.
Look at that clavicle.
Medical technology has surpassed increasingly, and scars are a thing of the present
Past.
The past,
and
present.
future.
Oh yeah,
The
it's,
They're actually still
participles.
around, is what I'm trying to say.
it can just be up to you whether or not there's a scar. I don't really mind either way.
I figure no. We'll go with no.
Okay. Healing has definitely advanced. Medical advances.
Scars are optional now.
You can choose to have them removed, whereas
It's like Mass
Iosif
Effect 2.
has like scars all over his body for no apparent reason.
Well,
He had them
it's good
surgically
wrestling.
attached.
God.
He had them attached with no wound. He's just like, I just need some scars.
No, it's like in, oh god, what is it? That one really awful remake where like all the wounds just look like meat taped on like over the character's clothes.
No
I'm
idea
not
what you're
familiar with
talking about.
Oh god, I'm trying. Like there was a game. It was supposed to have like these awesome fire physics and everything, but like it just ended up being awful and all. And like it literally, they just pasted meat textures over his body when the main character got hurt.
All right, so you guys are checking out the races then.
Yeah, I'm trying to get actually there in person so I can see if it's possible.
Okay. You can. So there are. The race goes like, sort of around, and above the station. The place to watch would be on the first floor or on the top floor, which is, like the Observatory Devara like place, and it's a really large floor. You have to get tickets, however.
You said
How much
the
are the
landing
tickets?
pads are pretty high up, right?
So the landing pads are about floors. I think they were like 160 or something like that. The actual building
of-
itself is like 700.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
never mind. Let's fly to a higher level.
Land
You won't
on top
mind
of
if
it.
we're like just level with the race.
It'll be fine. Nobody'll do anything. So how much are the tickets?
Let's check. I'm pretty sure there are rules for it.
I think they're like 100 for an expensive ticket, I thought. I don't remember. Alright, I have my super mouse that can scroll down infinitely.
Let's see. Oh, if you get a service for a wild party, it's $100 or 100 credits per person.
A wild party.
Wild party.
It's like all of a sudden Iosif calls up Yum Yum. He's like, wild party, $100 per turn. We go. Yes.
I don't have that much.
Yeah, so
Iosif is sad. He decides
watch
to go
on
back to the
TV.
ship.
I'm not really seeing. Yeah, I'm not seeing any rules for it, so I'll just say it's about 100 for this kind of thing.
Yeah, he'll just kind of go, and then when he hears it's $100, he's like, "Nope, we watch it on TV." The royal we, of course.
All right, so
And then he heads back to the ship.
So yeah, the announcer comes on once the thing starts, and he's just like, so far we have a pretty decent turnout. About 10 of the racers have shown up. They will not be racing at the same time. They'll be racing heats as though they would be in the actual Ascension race. And again, this is just practice. These are not going to be. These are not going to reflect or impact the seeding or results at all. And then he just starts like going through the list of the attending racers, and the Devara racer is not present. The Exchange Racer is. The Shiojiri Racer is. And then a bunch of other sponsors that you guys haven't really heard about, or maybe you've heard about since your time on the Spire, but they're not like huge system-wide, or they're not huge sector-wide names. They're just like, this is a actual ship manufacturing company. This one over here is a clothing company or something like that. That sort of stuff. So yeah, you guys.
Where's the M&M's car?
You guys check out the races, and so the Exchange Racer finishes with the best time, and then the Shiojiri guy is 4th, and then the others just sort of like fall into place. 2nd place.
Wow.
You're a racer 4th?
Hmm?
You're a racer 4th?
Oh my
Just kidding.
god, shut up.
That was the best I could do.
But yeah, again, the Devara Racer did not show up. He didn't mention why. The announcer didn't. Just didn't show up. So.
Because Devara Media, yay.
Right. So yeah, and then the whole actual it's caught from a bunch of different sight lines, camera angles and stuff. And none of the pilots are really very showboaty. They're not taking chances. They're not doing anything like that. They just kind of make sure they keep the best possible line and all that. It's a 3D course as well, so you have certain swoops up and then down all around.
I'm imagining something kind of like Star Citizen's race courses.
It probably would be. Like, I haven't played any of those, but I can't imagine it would be too much different.
The idea is like each checkpoint is actually a hoop that the ship has to go through.
Okay. These wouldn't be hoops. They'd be like they'd be different kinds of markers.